welcome to the Electrician's Guide to Everything Monday Club. Yes, it is different this week. So Neil Bridgman, being part of the Bigfoot species means that he has to hibernate at winter. So we've had to call in, put up the bat signal, and find someone to come in and replace him whilst he hibernates for the winter. So here's Nick Bundy for you.
Yo, hello.
Bundy, so you're filling in for Nick.
Neil.
Mark is on a call out tonight, but he will still be a regular guest. And so we needed someone with a beard to fill in for Rick. So we called Amy.
Hello.
Amy, so you're gonna be jumping in possibly for the next couple of podcasts.
Yep.
You're gonna be filling in. You're gonna be giving us a whole new perspective on the electrical industry.
Yeah. Exciting.
Sweet.
Are you drinking there, Sam?
Yes, mate.
Is that rum from Lidl, by any chance?
This is one. I'm not... Captain... Listen, this is so nice. All right, it's only 35%. But, you know, when I'm a bit of a girl. So,
yeah.
No offence to the girls in the room. But when I drink, I don't know, whiskey or something, it's pretty dirty, isn't it? Like, no one drinks whiskey, apart from my dad, no one drinks whiskey and says, oh, that's nice.
No, never.
Never.
Okay. Horrible.
But this actually is that. So you take it, and you know, like when you drink like whiskey, you get that after kick, and you're like, oh, Jesus. Well, you don't get that. It just tastes like coconuts.
Yeah, I hate coconuts. I like. I used to drink a lot of Southern Comfort back in the day. That's a similar sort of thing.
Oh, I hate coconut stuff and Southern Comfort. Gross. Well, it's all about Disaronno.
Oh yeah. I think I got too drunk on Disaronno once, and I can't touch it again.
I drank the whole bottle one night, and I was
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Oh, it's once you've been destroyed off a Disaronno, that's it. It's over.
It's gone.
Never ever drink it again.
I had the same thing with Desperados. Oh.
I've got it with tequila. I can't touch tequila.
No.
I do like tequila. I spent 2 summers in Mexico for spring break before it was like a thing that the English...
Spring break?
Yeah, we went out there for spring break back in the day when I was like much less fat and more handsome.
Me then. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Head. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. What happened this week for you, Nico?
Me, well, as you can probably still see, I've got a dirty moustache there. Some of my work clothes. Yeah, brilliant. I have the same birthday as Hitler, by the way. Just to let you know. It's just a fact. Anyway, so I know, right, what have we been doing? 2 rewires. Obviously, rewire with you guys the week before. Yeah, this week's this week another rewire. I roped in my mate as well, Aaron, to come give us a hand because he is a tattoo artist, and obviously we just got into lockdown and they shut the studio.
Oh, wait. Why have we got a tattoo artist rewiring houses?
Believe it or not, he's been one of my best mates for you. So you know where I filmed a few of my van videos in that unit where I did all the lights on the wall and that sort of stuff. So that's his name's Reese. Reese is my age. Aaron's Reese's older brother. Okay. So I was friends with Aaron first, and then I met Reese, and friends with each other and whatnot.
So for Aaron at the moment.
Yeah, so obviously first lockdown hit him well hard. Really, really hard. No furlough, no nothing. Just government grants that sort of got him by. But then this time they shut the shop 2 days before lockdown anyway. And I just said, mate, I need loads of vans. I said, I'm working in all empty properties. I said, we're allowed to still go to work. Come help me. You drive separately. Trying to stay to government stuff as possible. Mate, he did one first chase and he even put me to shame. Because he's a perfectionist, a tattoo artist. Like he is really, but he's used tools before in the past. His dad's a carpenter, all that sort of stuff.
Can I just say was about epic. Chasing?
Mm-hmm. You two are shit, yeah.
It can't be better than mine.
Can I just say something though? Right. So in my defence, I don't really chase out sockets.
That's
I'm
true.
an industrial and commercial spark, and I'd still smash both of you on time and neatness.
No.
Oh, sorry, which one are you on about? Because the one you did the other day looked like use your foot. Just say it.
Hold on,
Sam used his foot and Amy used Sam's head as a battering ram. Yeah.
There'd be nothing left of the wall if I used his head.
Yeah, that's very true.
How rude.
No,
There
more
was still
cushion.
a bit standing.
But anyway,
in my defence, I wasn't using my own tools. I'm not used to your tools, and it was a bit fierce, that drill.
Yeah, my drill is fierce. My 36. Was it 36 volt? The 18? Oh no, God, that's come across wrong. Was it 13 volt, 16 volt? 36. Was it?
I think it was the 18.
Yeah.
So just to let people know, this week I got roped into helping Nick do some electrical work. He needed hands on deck, so he called for probably one of the most skilled, powerful electricians in the industry. And I went and picked up Amy, brought her along as my apprentice, because as we know, she's still an apprentice. And I traveled 4 hours up to Nick, rescued the job, pulled the job out of the shit. Fair to say?
I think you spent most of the time sweating and walking around on your phone, to be honest.
That's so true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sweat a lot and you talk a lot.
And then afterwards he'd go, "Oh, I'm not coming here to work, Nick." And then go outside for a bit. I think you have, actually. I think that's the whole purpose you came here, is so I can record us lot working together. Oh, no, Nick. When's the job over? Sam, we've got hours. And then literally near the end of the day, Sam goes, "God, you do a lot of work, don't you?" I was like, this is nothing. Like, we've gone slow all day. Yeah.
Do you know what was really eye-opening for me? It's been many a moon since I've house bashed. And I know there's a lot of electricians out there that don't like the term house bashing, because actually it's graft, isn't it? It is graft.
It is.
And it's all on you.
There's 100%.
No one's coming along. Like, there's no palming it off to the other geezers on the job. There's none of that. You've got to get it done. You've got your time frame. You've got to do it. You've got to fund the job until you get paid. It's a tough life.
It's just time limiting. That's all it is.
It's a tough life. Now, I went up there to do this little series I'm doing, Fat Sam's Grand Slam, where I go around talking to influencers, as they're called, electrical influencers. Relax, all right? You're not the most famous one I spoke to this week.
Chris. He's going for Chris. That's what he was going for. Yeah.
And Jordan.
You spoke to Jordan?
I spoke to him on the phone, but I haven't spoken to him. But no, Amy.
How much did that cost you?
A lot.
Yeah.
But so, Amy, what did you reckon of this week then? What have you been up to, other than, I threw you a bone, brought you along, tried to up your profile a little bit.
Thanks. What have I been up to? I've been on lots of little jobs, like little bits and bobs. And then after work, after like my day job work, I'm doing my a second fix on a house for a friend. So I've been doing long days, late nights, and I've just left there to come and do this.
Well, as you should, because
because you phoned me earlier and had a moment on the phone.
No,
put pressure on.
Being your mentor and master tradesman, showing you the ropes and getting you out the other side of your apprenticeship, Right, let's put this question out there, right? Amy, tell us what your qualifications are.
I did level 2, level 3 at college full time.
Yep.
So I've got the level 3 diploma, but not the MVQ.
Okay, so you're working through the MVQ as we speak.
I'm doing the MVQ now, but I've only just started. I'm basically doing the modules that I didn't do in the diploma, so I can do it. It won't take like 2 years to do, because I've done most of it. I've done like 3/4 of it through my diploma. So I'm just doing the stuff that I haven't done, basically.
You're more qualified than Nick.
Probably.
It's not. I don't think it's really anything to do with qualifications, is it? It's about what you can do and
Yeah, it's all practical
experience
stuff.
and stuff. That's where I'm at now, just gaining experience and
See,
yeah.
one of the things with Nick that I realised is, you know, I was being a bit of a dick as usual and calling down to him like, get up here now, come and see this, and he has to make a decision on the spot. It's really opened my eyes to the old house bashing lark. I know CJR hates that term, and
It
it's
doesn't bother me at all, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's a technical thing that you guys are doing, isn't it? Like
if you saw this, if you like you say, you spent one day on site with us, if you did the full rewire, or like, even rewires are fairly simple, to be honest. If you then start going to the fault finding stuff, or extensions off, there's no ring, and you've got to run new circuits without damaging stuff. That all comes, and Adam knows, that all comes with experience. Like, you can't chuck someone in and go, there's a new extension going on there, we want no damage, we want the floors put down, carpets back down the way they should be, and all that sort of stuff. It's like, there's no other way of doing it and learning other than doing it hundreds of times.
The little tips and tricks along the way, what makes your life easier.
Yeah.
Now, you've got quite an interesting job tomorrow, haven't you, Nick?
Yeah. Amy doesn't know this. So yesterday, I had a phone call from a muck spreader, plasterer around my area, said, my mate's needs you to go and have a look. Can you ring him? I said, yeah, okay. So it's a village next from me. And he rang me and said, my fuse board set on fire in the garage. Luckily, he managed to put it out with water. Yeah. And I said, you what? He said, yeah. He said, the guy's a copper. And he did say, I wasn't stupid enough to chuck water straight on it. He said, I did check that the power, because the main fuse had blown. So he checked that there was no power, put it out, and he sent me some pictures. And I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely horrific. So you got an old Wilex 17th edition board, split RCD, and all that's left of it is the buzz bar. You've got the DIN rail with half the breakers, the top half's missing, and then lent to about 1.5 meters of copper, literally pure copper, where everything's just melted. It set the roof on fire, but luckily it was in the garage and it managed to go out before it spread to the house. So I've got an emergency job tomorrow to go and cut all the cables back, extend them all, drop them back down, new fuse board, test the whole house, ring Western Power to come chuck a new main fuse in it because that blew up, and just, yeah.
Top North Power.
Took Western Power. And like you say, I only just finished work literally half an hour ago, so I had some work clothes. And then like last night I worked until 8:30, and the night before, and I'm working tomorrow, and then Monday night I'm working late. It's just like, oh, come on.
Nick, don't lie, that's how you dress all the time. You live the
Yeah,
life.
100%.
You're about the life, you live the life, you walk around like that all day, every day. Like, they're your pajamas. Why are you lying?
Honestly, I got in the house, I was like, oh, when you get something down the back of your top, and I shook like that, and then I had dust that come off me, because we've been wall chasing all day and everything, and like, it's like, you can't really see on the camera, I'm absolutely filthy, but it is what it is.
So what's the plan tomorrow? Because I'm actually quite interested in this, because obviously the cables are burnt back 2 meters, did you say? Yeah.
So what the problem? Because I wasn't going to film it at all, and I thought it's a day. Yeah, it's a day to go in and stress, because I've never done it before. But equally, there's no other YouTuber that's ever filmed a fuse board fire ever. So it's learning experience for me and everyone else. So unfortunately, it's going to be as much to go, this is what you do. I'm going to have to learn as I'm doing it as well. But my issue is having to figure out what circuit does what without any live tests. So obviously you go into Fuse World, Amy would know this normally, you turn all the lights on, you turn your socket tester in somewhere, and you just take the breakers off one by one, figure out what does what. I can't do that here. So the only thing I can think of doing is stripping it back and then go around with my R2 lead. So I've got long fly lead, go around and sort of figure out what's what. But luckily, half the breakers where the breaker has burnt off, it's still got the coppers into the MCBs, and they can see 6 amp, 6 amp, 20 amp, 32 amp. Obviously, ones with 2 I know is a ring, and we've got 40 amp, which I know is a cooker or a shower. So I can sort of work out some sort of pattern, but equally, it's going to be interesting. It's been interesting.
The cables?
Like I've done before, so either adaptable box with a DIN rail, or another adaptable box with some Wagos or ideal clips, just that sort of thing.
Do you know what?
I was going to get some FlexiCon as well, but I went against it and got some fat chunk in, just in case.
I'll tell you what though, din rails are my favourite. I really love the way they look, and they're so satisfying when they're done. I've done a lot of generators, and that's how you do everything onto a din rail. You make sure it's all connected nicely, all dressed in nicely. Every connection is like a work of art, and I love that. I love a din rail adaptable box. Do you know what we're talking about, Amy?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay,
Sort of.
cool. I just
she's watched my videos.
I have been watching your videos.
So, what other considerations you're going to have tomorrow with this? What else you're going to be looking for? What else you're going to be like taking into consideration whilst doing this?
Well, it's first of all, we need to figure out why it did it. I mean, it's a bit hard now because it's set on fire. But the only thing I could point it down to most of the time, and I rang Savo earlier and asked his opinion on it because he'd done anything like it before.
He's a beast as well.
It is. It's just good. I've got that many people's numbers now. It only takes 5 minutes to ring someone up, ask their opinion. Have you had a fuse board fire? How did you tackle it? He says, no, never had one before. We ran through the same system of what I said, how I was going to do it. He was like, yeah, can't really see any other way to do it. But the only thing I can think the reason it went up is loose connections over time. Plastic board, it's going to start dripping, start fire. Yeah, and obviously just make sure I put some fire seal in the back of it.
That's the one thing with Savo is, we are referring to the great and powerful David Savory, DSES Electrical. I went to his house the other day. I'm lucky enough to be invited up to his house. Him and Nige. I know I sound like I'm name dropping. I'm really not. It's all part of Fat Sam's Grand Slam. I feel a bit good about getting invited to the legend that is Savo's house. And he showed me his little workshop with all the rigging on the wall. Mate, the dude is a geek.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but in the best way possible. So, Amy, I've got a theory about men. Now, you might be able to... I'll run this by you for your opinion. Okay, so it starts out, all men are geeks. Whether it's they geek out about football. So there's some people, like a lot of the geezers I work with, they can tell you who scored a goal in 1973 against Ipswich. They'll know the geezer who scored that goal. You know?
My dad's like that.
Exactly. So that's the same as being a geek about Star Trek, really. In my opinion.
True. Yeah.
They're both nonsense, but different nonsense that means different things to different people. Like Nick, he will tell you that he's a big fan of Hey Arnold. Like, he looks like Hey Arnold.
I don't even know what I'm a geek about, to be fair.
There must be something. There's always something.
I used to like Dragon Ball Z. That's a good program.
Oh my god.
I used to love Pokemon as well. Pokemon was epic.
Stop it.
Back in the day, but I'm talking when I was in primary school.
There was nothing worse than Pokemon. Dragon Ball Z I could get on board with.
Dragon Ball Z was good.
The new Dragon Ball Zs, not the new ones, but they redone them, didn't they? So you don't have as much powering up all the way through. Like one episode.
Yeah, because one episode, the whole
just be Goku powering up for like 2 hours.
35 minutes. Yeah.
I can't deal with that, but I think it's called like Alpha X or something, Dragon Ball Z X or something like that, and you can just watch it more sanely. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much a geek about most things. What do you reckon about my theory, Amy?
Yeah, it's true, 100% true. But women are like that as well.
About
or women have something that they're like, or tools.
I see. Yeah, see that I'm a geek with tools. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, you're a tool geek. I'm a tool geek. I've got my friends are like, I don't know, shoe geeks, makeup.
You're a tool geek. What are you a geek about?
I love tools. I love getting new stuff, but then I don't like using it. I don't like the first time it gets dirty. So, like for my birthday last week, the only thing I asked for was, like a metal dustpan and brush, proper tradie one, to put in my new van. And I got it. Get lost. Why? It's a van, and it's lovely.
Nick,
first one, Pat van.
And actually, hold on. While we're talking about my van, don't slag my van off. I've had such a good idea to do my van, right? So I had
You're gonna deliver letters in it.
because I had to change my wheels on it, and now I don't like these wheels. They're silver. I was going to spray paint them black, but now I've decided to spray them red. And my friend's going to make me these sticker things with the Baby Bell logo, so it looks like I'm rolling around on 4 baby bells.
Yes.
Just for bants. Yeah, so you're going to do that. But yeah, my dustpan and brush, I got it for my birthday, and I was so happy, but I still haven't used it in over a week because I don't want to get it dirty. Just in a bucket in my van.
You seem like I call my dustpan
what I'm like when I get a new drill. I'm just like sitting stroking it.
I don't know what we've introduced into the show here, Nick.
I need to see this metal dustpan and brush. I don't think I've ever seen a metal one.
Oh, I have seen them.
I'll show you.
And that's what they used to make them with before they made them with metal.
Plastic.
What?
Yeah. So, do you know what? Okay, listen, it's been a long week. So
it has been a long week.
For me, it's been a mad week. I started out the week working, grafting every day.
That doesn't sound right.
It's not right, man. It's not right. I had a bit of a shock coming to you for the day. Well, for a couple of hours, I
sweating.
Done work.
What do you mean a shock? You literally didn't do anything.
No, everything you did, we just got on footage. That was it.
Were you shocked at the amount of work you saw other people doing? Because you weren't shocked. You weren't shocked by the amount of work you had to do because you literally didn't do anything.
Did 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, sorry, you did.
Yeah. Not only that, I had to chauffeur you around. Oh, I need to go to the toilet. I'm not going to that toilet. I've got to go to this toilet. And we got stuck in traffic for an hour because Amy couldn't use that toilet because I can't possibly walk in there. That means I have to buy something. And I'm not doing that.
No, I didn't. It's not my fault there wasn't a toilet in the house. And then you can't just walk into a cafe and that and just use their toilet.
Well, you can.
And anyway, you had to go to a shop anyway to get food, so supermarket was a good idea.
It was, but it was in Stafford, which is a hellhole for traffic. Am I correct, Nick?
Yep.
But yeah, so this week I spent 2 days grafting my face off at work, and then I spent. Wait, this week? It was this week, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway, I've also spent this week. I drove to
Chris,
Oxford, Stevenage, Leamington Spa, Stafford. Where are you from, Amy? Derby.
Tamworth.
Bromley.
Tamworth.
Mate, I've been all around the country since I was very fortunate to be given this Isuzu D-Max. Big shout out to Isuzu D-Max XTR. Just being awesome, as awesome as I am, to be given a car for free. Well, not a car, a pickup truck. The most awesome pickup truck in the world. Huh?
To borrow.
Someone's jealous. To drive around and do interviews with electrical influencers. But I've done 1,400 miles now, and I've done 42 hours in the car. So
I do that in a day.
Well, you don't, because your shitty full transit won't do that.
Harsh.
There you
okay.
go.
All right. Nick will be quiet.
Yeah, so I've been doing that this week. I can barely keep my eyes open at the moment. I've been editing every night till 12 o'clock. So I've been hard at it this week. We all know what Amy's been doing.
Do you know what this is, Amy?
Oh, not enough one.
The world's smallest violin for Sam. Yeah, there we go. I remember.
Yeah. Very nice. Amy, what have you been up to? What is your technical thing for the week? Oh, actually, before we get to that, Amy, now.
Yeah.
You've never done the quick fire question round, have you?
No.
So today you are going to partake in quick fire questions because you cannot be on EGTE without taking part in quick fire question rounds.
Okay.
There is a right answer, there is a wrong answer, and you will be judged on your wrong answers. Now, this is all going to be changing because actually
I'm going to make the questions up next time.
No, you can't make the questions up because you don't really know what you.
Batman or Superman?
Superman every time. It's not even close. Don't be ridiculous.
All right. Batman or Captain America? Amy.
Batman.
Oh, it's such a tough one. Because if you are a geek like I am, they had a fight.
Yeah.
In the Amalgam series of the 90s. What a bell end.
I'm
trying to find. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Brilliant. Amy, what would be your go-to van? Like, you know, another 5 years and you got your eyes set on a van. What would it be? What make, model?
I want a VW Transporter.
T5 or T6?
T5.
See, I prefer the T5s as well. I mean, my friend's got the T6 and the front end's a bit more sloped. They're nice still, really nice, but T5's always been a nice van. Really nice.
Yeah.
They're expensive though.
They are dead expensive, yeah, but they hold their value.
True.
But I won't get one yet because I love my little red van.
My friend.
Someone's got to.
Well, not my
You are?
Someone's got to.
Oh, don't be like that about my van.
How much did you pay for it? 600 quid maximum.
I'm not telling you.
600 quid maximum.
It's only got.
It's not paid for it.
Old, but it's only got 17,000 miles on it. So
I heard.
Right round the clock, innit?
Yeah, Postman Pat's looking for it still.
I get lost.
So, right. Quick fire questions. Are we ready?
Yeah.
What is your favourite power tool brand?
Oh, DeWalt, obviously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cutters or croppers?
Croppers.
Come on. Tea or coffee?
Tea at home, coffee at work.
Right. Tea or coffee?
Oh God. Oh God. Tea.
Incorrect.
Lost.
Work trousers or jeans?
Work trousers.
Correct. Day rate or price?
Day rate.
I agree with that. Nick will not.
Different from me.
Like me and Rick used to say, we like day rate because we're fat and lazy.
But being self-employed and you're working for yourself, price, the quicker you get it done, quicker you go start the next job or go home.
Go home for me. I would never start a next job. And number 6, your
That's
favorite.
why I have a nice fan.
Just get mine for free, so don't worry about it.
For 2 weeks.
Huh?
For
Favorite
2
tester
weeks.
brand?
Huh?
Favorite tester brand?
Favorite tester brand?
Yes.
I like the Matrel tester. That I use it with a guy at work, and I find that it's really simple to use.
I've never used one.
I think when you're learning, it's a really good one to learn. Yeah.
Go on, Amy.
That's interesting.
Go on, Amy, with the curveball. I've always been fluke. I don't know really. I didn't even have a fluke at college, but I've always gone with fluke stuff. And I suppose it's because they come in them nice little boxes. But then I got, you know, like them little fluke boxes. They were the ones. But I got given a mega tester by Mark, and it's pretty decent. So,
what mega is it?
15 something.
Yeah, but my very first one was a 1502, and it was the most simple and easiest tester I've ever used. And I've got the 1711. I had to teach myself how to use it again. And never mind the 1542, whatever it is. That many buttons on it now.
It's the 1741 plus.
Yeah, God, there's
and all that,
that many buttons on it. Nah. And Adam uses the 1502s. I gave it to him as I'm doing obviously mine's quicker, but he's like, I'm just going to do this now. Bloop, bloop. And there's me pressing 6 different things to get it to do what I want.
That is a problem. What happens generally with technology? It gets more you get more buttons, and all of a sudden it just gets super simple that like even your dad could use it.
Not my dad.
Sorry. Awkward.
It's fine.
I always liken it to my dad. My dad's pretty done with stuff, but he's mastered the iPhone, and
Good.
it just gets easier. Anyway, rescued that awkward moment. So, Amy, I think you passed that. So you got day rate, work trousers, tea and coffee you got wrong, but you got 4 out of 6. I'll let you pass on that, based on that.
Said it was a fail.
Well, we know that you would fail all of that with Bob.
I did fail it. No, I got work trousers and tea.
No, tea is wrong.
Well,
No,
it's not.
Tea is right.
The problem is you can have a cup of tea in someone's house and most of the time it's there or thereabouts. If I want a sugar, it's a sugar. If I want milk, I can drink it with a lot of milk or with little milk. If I ask for a coffee at work and someone goes, "Oh, how do you like it?" and I'll say, "Oh, a bit of milk." There's no happy medium. It's either disgusting or all right.
I'll make you right on that, and I'll tell you why. Because if someone says, "Do you want a coffee?" and they give me a Nescafe, I'm gonna throw it at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it, throw it straight at the wall, and say, "Try again."
Yeah.
Because don't drink that bullshit instant stuff. I drink, it best be some Colombian beans out of the fields of Colombia, packaged nicely, sent over, ground up properly, put into a proper machine, and then spew out some nice coffee. And then I like that much milk. Don't come with like a splash of milk. We can't be friends. You have to go all in with the milk.
See, I didn't drink coffee till a year ago. I used to hate the stuff. I was cursed as a child. Like my dad used to have black coffee, and I decided to take a sip of it, not really knowing what it was. Ruined my mouth for nearly 15 years. Fact.
I'm so old. I'm so old.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
What's on the agenda for this week, Amy? What are you up to? What's the plans?
The next week,
obviously the next week.
I can't hear you properly. I am doing a second fix on an extension. I'm still finishing the work at my mum's house, which is just going to be ongoing for ages because she's having the whole house redone. But it's been done in bits. It's really annoying. So I've got to finish the kitchen and utility this week. What else? I've got a friend with some lighting faults I've got to sort out.
Oh, gross.
Lighting,
yeah,
you've got to sort out.
Yeah. Basically, they had a painter and decorator in. He was like, "Yeah, don't worry, we can change the light fittings and switches for you."
Oh.
And
Let me guess, the two-way lighting. Yeah.
Charge them extra for it, and then they left saying, like my friend was at work. And they left and they were like, "Oh, we're going now. We'll just shut the door. Everything's on and working." By the time he got home, obviously nothing's working. It's never been working because it's not been connected up right. So I've got to sort that out.
They definitely did not know what to do with the switch wire.
Yeah, it's the two-way lighting. That's what it will be. It's always the same. And it's a normal one-gang switch, you're all right. But when it comes to two-way or three-way with a 3-core, they just dog it in anywhere. Especially a lot of the time when you see it the old school, when you've got the bridge links between the back.
Oh, that frozen.
And they put it, and that always happens. So I always tell Adam, when you do it, just take a picture of the back of it first, so you've got a reference. Mm-hmm. So if you go through my phone, it's just loads of pictures of the back of sockets and switches.
I'm exactly the same. I wish Mark was here tonight to talk us through how to do it properly technical. Nick, what's on the agenda for you this week, my man?
So obviously working tomorrow. Monday, I got last day on the rewire I'm on. I can only get so far because the whole house is being skimmed. So, but it's not being skimmed till middle of December. But obviously I want a lot of the money that I've obviously earned before Christmas. So we're using them sockets, the white plastic front things that you slide behind the sockets. We've got loads of them. Get them on, get as much power on, fuse board, finish off we did in 2 days.
Wait a second.
Go on.
What are you using? Those,
sockets.
Feedmaster things.
Yeah, but it's a different brand. It's the actual sockets one.
Show us one. We're trying to learn here, Amy. We're trying to learn how to do things properly.
Yeah.
Need to learn. What?
Ah.
Oh, you're using
Oh,
them.
yeah,
You
I've
said white.
seen
That's
that.
yellow. So
So this
yeah,
flips
perfect.
off. You put that around it, so this is the wall, and then you clip it back on like so, and then you can screw your socket or switch to that with long pins, and it means that's flush to the wall, so the muck spreader plasterer can plaster around it, and when you come back you just pop this off, screw it straight back. It just means you can't get your fingers in on any of the cables.
And they don't. Do you know one of the things that when I was doing my apprenticeship, the plasterers would be going like maniacs, getting the plaster on the wall, and they would hit the cable. And where you stripped it back, it's only one layer of insulation, and they'd blow they'd
bang.
Yeah, they'd have a big blowout on that. What will you do? Will you use just generic white plates, or will you just put on the finished article but cover it up with like a bit of plastic?
It's only having white anyway. It's only having white fronts, just click ones, or I think, what was it, Schneider they've gone for, square edge. I can't remember. They're just having that, and we'll just stick bags over on all the ones that we can. Leave a few accessible, but realistically, the customer knows it's up to them. I said, I'll put them on, we'll cover them up, but if the plasterer damages stuff afterwards, I said, it's up to you or them to replace it or to fix it. It's not, because I've had it that many times where we've had to foot the bill or put more sockets on because it's been scratched and whatnot. I've learned my lesson with the brush fittings and chrome ones. Just don't do it.
It's a ball ache.
Yeah.
Ball ache, and the tiniest scratch does blow up.
Now,
next week we will be back with Marco Allison. Amy's going to be joining us. Nick's going to be back, and so will the Tool Dash return. We didn't do it because actually everyone's doing it last minute and just jumping on to help out. But yeah, Amy, final thoughts?
Final thoughts on what? Give me
no final thoughts, bro.
Final thoughts on what? This conversation?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I only heard half of it. I think I need to get my laptop next week. Sorry. But can you give me some feedback on my baby bell thing for my van, because it's really important.
100% do it.
So Amy wants feedback on her turning her wheels to baby bell red and then having a sticker made up so she looks like she's driving around on baby bells. Just for pants.
Yeah. So everyone that's watching this, comment below whether it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Please do that. Please.
What do you think, Sam?
No.
What do you mean, no?
You turned up to my house. Listen, Neil will tell you the same thing. And I can hear Neil shouting at the screen now. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's nonsense, that is. Like, from his like, hole in the ground where Bigfoots are, but he's still got, because he's rich, he's still got, like, a massive TV on the wall. He's sitting there, like, scratching his nuts and just sitting there, like, with his big old beard sitting there going, that's nonsense, that is. No one's ever going to take her seriously.
Oh.
I don't think it's a smart move.
Yeah, but equally, look at my van. It's souped up, it's got alloys, it's got a spoiler. People can either take me seriously. No, it is though. It's not a standard van, and I was slightly concerned once I did it and looked at it and thought, actually, is it sensible? But it's done now, so whatever.
Mate, you walk around with a Batman hat on. I don't think.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like when you're 30, it's going to be a new look for Nico.
I'm a couple of years off that yet, mate.
You got ages, yeah.
No.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, you getting old is going to come around real quick.
I've already got it with the crow eyes look.
So that's the stress of being a house basher. You want to be like me? Flats don't crack. Don't worry about it.
Don't crack. That's fair though. It just bounces.
Do you know what my sister said to me? This is a final thought for the show. So my sister said to me, "I'm going to be just like Mum when I grow up." Look how young she looks. I was like, "Okay, what? Okay, I don't really know what you mean." She goes, "Look, it's as simple as this. If you blow up a balloon, there's no wrinkles in it."
That's fair.
Savage.
That's fair.
And that's the final thought. Right. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping in and rescuing it at the last minute. I'm looking forward to the future. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe, hit like, comment below on Amy's Baby Bell Wheels. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.